Good morning, second grade. Welcome to language arts class. We have lesson 13 today. It is one of the last lessons. It's the last week of school, so this is getting to be close to the end. And yeah, so that's exciting. We actually have only one more week of school left, and then we can have summer vacation. So I'd like to say thank you for doing a good job at home and keeping on with your lessons. This is great that we can finish up our books. So just one more week of school yet, and then we can be finished. So it would be really nice if we could be together for the last week of school, but since we just can't be, hopefully next week maybe we can get together before I go home back to New York. Hopefully next week we can get to see each other. We'll have to see once what we can do about the coronavirus. And so yeah, well anyway, let's think about today's lesson. We have about lesson 13. You may open your books up to lesson 13, and it is about finding hidden sentences. So we have like a box with a bunch of letters in that we need to find the sentence that they want to tell us in the box. Okay, first of all, let's do some review. And we are thinking of compound sentences this morning again. Remember what compound sentences are? They are two sentences joined together into one. Often they have the word and, but, or in them, and also a comma in the middle. So those are compound sentences. Let's look at the examples here on the board. There's some examples that I'd like to talk to you about again. So we have Matthew and Peter were fishermen. And Matthew was a tax collector, but Peter was a fisherman. So which one of those would be a compound sentence? And so compound sentences, they often have a little word in the middle of them. They have a little word in the middle of them to join the two sentences together. Well, Matthew and Peter were fishermen. You have the word and in here too. But if you look at the words before and, it's only Matthew. Now can just Matthew be a sentence by itself? Remember, you need two sentences to make a good compound sentence. So Matthew is not a sentence by itself, so this would not be the compound sentence. And so here we have Matthew was a tax collector, but Peter was a fisherman. So Matthew was a tax collector. Does that sound a little better now, like it's a sentence? I think so. And then we also have Peter was a fisherman, and Peter was a fisherman. You have a noun and a verb in that sentence, so that makes a good complete sentence also. Okay, so we would say the second sentence is the compound sentence because it has two sentences joined together into one sentence. Let's think about antonyms now. Antonyms are opposite meanings, right? So antonyms mean opposite. Let's think about disobey. What would be opposite of disobey? Well, if you did not disobey, then you did obey. So that would be an antonym. Alive, what is opposite of alive? If something is not alive, it is dead. And seeing, opposite of seeing. If someone cannot see, we would say they would be blind. So blind is opposite of seeing. And then we have hopeless. So if you are hopeless, you do not believe that anything good is going, or if you're hopeless about something, well, it probably you are not thinking it's going to happen. So opposite of hopeless then would be hopeful. So we'll put hopeful down here. Okay, and then we're thinking of synonyms. Synonyms are similar meanings. So synonyms mean the same. And so we have thick here. What is a synonym of thick? A synonym for thick would be fat. Like if you had a thick sandwich, then you had also a fat sandwich. Here we have rough. A synonym for rough is, let's think about having a rough ride. If your ride was really rough, well, we could say bumpy, or we could also say uneven. we have homophones. Homophones, they hum alike, but they mean way different. So we have 8, the word 8 here, this is like the number 8, like 8 fish, 8 the worms that we threw in for them. So 8 fish is how many fish, and 8, that's another way to spell 8. They ate the worms. And then we have the word sea. This means like a body of water. So I see the Red Sea. If you would be over in the Holy Lands, you could. Well, okay, so sea, S-E-E, is another way to spell sea. It's something you can do with your eyes. Okay, so thinking of today's lesson now, we have an interesting lesson. It actually is fun to do these things. It's like boxes full of letters, and so we follow the arrows. We just simply follow the arrows, and if the arrows go down, we go down. If they go up, we go up. Wherever the arrows go, we go. And then we make a good sentence with the letters. And remember the rules for writing sentences. If you start a sentence, you need to have a capital letter, and you need a period also at the end, so don't forget that. And also, if you have names in the middle of your sentence, you will use a capital letter. Now, they use all capital letters in this box, but we will only, when we go to write the sentence, we will only use capital letters where we need them and use small letters where we don't need capital letters. So this box is telling us a sentence, and it has one of your names in. So let's just start with the arrows, and we start over here on the left. And so we start with the arrows, and we'll just write the letters down. Maybe we'll just go through the boxes first and see what they're telling us so that we know whether we should write a capital letter or not. So we'll just go down through here, and it looks like Wilson. Oh, Wilson. Wilson will go to, and here's an arrow to go up, Grandma's house now. So it says Wilson will go to Grandma's house now. All right, now we're ready to write it down. Okay, so we'll go like this. Well, we need a capital letter for Wilson's name, of course, because it's a name. So Wilson, and leave a space between your words so they don't all run into each other. Will go to, I would write a capital letter for Grandma because Grandma should be capitalized. Grandma's. We need apostrophe S after Grandma's, right? Okay. So apostrophe S because it is a ownership noun. Grandma's house now. And of course you need a period at the end of your sentence then, so don't forget your period. Okay, so that's what you do in part A. That looks like kind of like fun, doesn't it? Okay, so you can do that for part A. Let's review a little bit of flashcards. And so we have phonics cards here. This is a country. OU has sometimes the sound, as in country. And then we have these OUGH sounds again. So OUGH can say all kinds of different sounds. It can say ow as in bow, o as in though, as in rough, off as in trough, and oo as in through. And then we have the U sound. So U can be spelled with a U and an E at the end, as in mule, or it can be spelled EW, as in few. And then we have the aw sound. AUGH can say aw, as in caught, and OUGH can say aw, as in thought. Okay, so we also have penmanship today. Be really careful in your penmanship. Make sure you spell your letters correctly. And also we will have spelling, a spelling class. So spelling, when you write your spelling words, you will focus on writing the root word first and then the suffix. Okay, so let's do a few examples here on the board. We have blindness. So when you write, just focus on this part right here. So when you write blindness, first you write your root word, blind, and then your suffix beside it, ness. So focus first on the root word and then your suffix afterwards. Okay, you can go ahead with your lesson for today, and remember to do a good job, and yeah, you have a good day now.